Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Robin Estanislau, your City Clerk, here to share my concerns about the Charter Ad Hoc Committee's proposed amendments 5, 6, and 7. First, I'm interested in hearing your justification for Amendment 5 that suggests moving the election of clerk and treasurer to gubernatorial elections. Amendment 7 can be best described as unnecessary. Why consider local control when we are privileged to consolidate our elections through the county? All, and I repeat, all cities in Orange County do. Our registrar's office is one of the most respected in the country, with highly specialized equipment to process voter registration, authenticate signatures, and certify elections. The 2022 election audit reports and certifications to support this have been uploaded in tonight's record for our public. Vote centers and ballot drop box operations established countywide have proven successful. The time and money required to meet the objectives of this amendment and incorporate so-called home rules doesn't make sense to me, and I wonder about liability associated with interfering in our citizens' right to vote in a legitimate system designed and managed by election experts. Amendment 7 should not be considered without a clear plan and legal analysis. It is my belief that Amendment number 6 is proposed because one or more potential candidates for city clerk do not possess the charter-required degree for this position. Our city attorney, Michael Gates, informed me of his wife Kelly's plans to run for clerk during a council meeting recess in June, and that Kelly, and I quote, was being pressured to run in 2024. He said he was trying to talk her out of it, and proceeded to fish for information on my plans for retirement. I asked if he saw Kelly's candidacy as a conflict of interest, and he said no, suggesting that our positions as attorney and clerk do not interact much. I questioned Kelly's qualifications. He said that she had ran a few businesses. The conversation ended when I pointed out that my assistant, Stephen Aguilar, would be a most qualified candidate, as he's already served as clerk in another city. Michael also contacted our former city clerk in May with questions on the authority and enforcement of the charter's education requirements for city clerk. Another reason I question the motives behind this charter amendment number 6. A city clerk serves the public, ensuring their right to experience free and fair elections and participate in open and transparent government. Our citizens rely on unbiased service from a trained and educated clerk, and the charter's existing requirements are appropriate and should not be undermined to provide opportunity to unqualified candidates or politicians for that matter. I am confident that our voting public understands misuse of power when they see it. I urge you to take no action on proposed charter amendments 5, 6, and 7. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next speaker. Thank you. Next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have a very loud voice. Honorable Mayor and City Council members, I am a 54, 56, I don't know, 58-year resident. I am Joan Flynn. I had the privilege of serving our city and residents for 12 years as a city clerk. I entered the position with a BS degree in organizational management and 7 years of Huntington Beach municipal experience, and now hold a master's in public administration, as I found it necessary to keep up with the growing and technological complexity of the job. I served 4 years on the Southern California City Clerks Association as both president and vice president of education for over 300 cities. I also served on the California State City Clerk Association, chairing the committee to set educational and experiential benchmarks for California city clerks. I know what makes a stellar city clerk, and Huntington Beach deserves only the best. I am urging you not to alter Charter Section 310. Huntington Beach holds the gold standard as far as quality of our city clerk and office staff. Because of this reputation, Robin and I have had the opportunity to officially mentor many of the Orange County city clerks and have sat on more than 9 oral boards for Orange County cities hiring their clerk. We have trained and transitioned our staff to the city clerk position in 5 5 cities. The public has voted numerous times to retain an elected city clerk, so there is no HR review of qualifications. It is incumbent upon the council to set a standard of qualifications to bring in only the best to the position. Voters are looking for quality, not quantity, of candidates. Our city clerk is an elected official who serves as a department head. He or she contributes equally with the other department heads on citywide issues and initiatives. They are the public's partner in democracy. While you, the city council, set policy and the city manager implements that policy, the city clerk ensures the integrity of the process by which you reach that policy and then codifies and manages the ensuing information to ensure it is in line with the laws protecting the public's right. As such, the clerk works hand in hand with the U.S. Department of State, California Secretary of State, FPPC, the Library of Congress, County of Orange, both the International and California Institute of City Clerks, the League of California Cities, and clerks from cities and districts. Why would this council walk back this reputation of excellence? Would you want a person with a kinesiology major managing public works, or a BA and art performing the job of city attorney, an aviation major managing the city's money? Why not hire a psychology major as the fire chief? A BA is not a BA. All city department heads positions require the appropriate degree, major, and certifications. Why would you accept less for such an important position to the Huntington Beach public as the city clerk? The previous bipartisan, and again I say bipartisan, charter commission
10
submitted
seconds.
to council that was deemed that the appropriate position for after reviewing the job requirement was a business degree, and they agreed upon that because they believed that
Thank you.
fit the office.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please do not pass Charter Amendment 310.
Thank you.